Welcome home, madam.
I wish there were more people like... I want you...
For Christ's sake.
Is there a problem?
If you want any of this shit, another satisfied customer.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I think... Pleasure doing business with you.
Nice to see you again.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any? Any trouble in this area? I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into there.
bushmeat! Yeah! Tear 'em apart!
This is gonna be fun. First mistake.
First mistake, left.
Another human with a death wish. Welcome to the mall, tourist. Nice to meet you too. I'm the sentry for Underworld. City of Ghouls, inside the museum. For a tourist, you're pretty clueless. My name's Willow, by the way. Sure did. Underworld. It's right inside the Museum of History, then through the Big Skull. Most of the residents ain't crazy about humans, but they'll sell to you, fix you up so long as your caps are good and you ain't a ghoul hater. Those knuckle draggers? Nah, they don't bother us ghouls. Maybe they see us as kin or something, I don't know. Now those other assholes. Yeah, you know, those humans like you. Well, maybe not like you, I don't know, but humans all the same. The Brotherhood of Steel guys with their testosterone and power armor. Those Psycho Talon Company mercs. Those other assholes. Come on, here you are in the mall of our nation's fine capital, taking in the sights, visiting the monuments. Face it, you're a tourist. Till next time, sightseer.
Sores are over. Wash profusely with Aquacura, morning and evening. Or better yet, buy a 10-gallon barrel and take a bath in it. And you will see your skin return to its natural smooth state. It's guaranteed.
I'm getting a case for my family.
Well, hello there, smooth skin. Step right up. Have you come to savor the great taste of the amazing Aquacura? Why? Have you heard otherwise? The Brotherhood doesn't deliver the Underworld, you know. There's shipping expenses and all that. Not to mention sneaking past super mutants. But beyond that, I added a few of my own secret ingredients to enhance the flavor of the original. So what do you say? Care to procure a bottle? A free sample, you say? Well, I normally don't do this, but for you, for this one time only, a very special VIP promotional offer. Ladies and gentlemen, ding ding ding, we have a new winner in our daily Aquacura sweepstakes. Here you go, ma'am, your free bottle. Step right up in the next 5 minutes and get your very own bottle of the amazing Aquacura at half price. Ladies and gentlemen, half price. Have a dress from before the war that's seen better days? Or a... I hope there's nothing wrong with your Aquacura. Remember, all sales are final. Now, how can I help you, dear returning customer of mine? What? That doohickey on your wrist says the water's irradiated? That's a pretty fancy device if it can know something like that. But clearly it's, misinformed. You should get that fixed because it's definitely giving you false information. Oh, all right. But if you start blabbing, I've got some buddies with itching trigger fingers. So I've got this little operation taking Aquapura and replacing it with regular crap. It's not like it'll hurt us ghouls. The Aquapura I'm storing to sell back to humans later. You know, raiders, outcasts, etc. The guys the Brotherhood doesn't share with. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just trying to help. The Brotherhood needs me. My caps mean water for the wasteland. Just ask Bigsley at Project Purity. No, not really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have customers that need my attention. Welcome back. What can I do for you? Really? What's it matter to you anyway? All right, but keep your mouth shut about it. The Brotherhood's happy just giving the stuff away, right? Well, they drove me out claiming ghouls don't need fresh water. Well, big surprise that when I offered to pay for it, next thing I knew, I was talking to Scribe Bigsley, the guy in charge of the whole shebang. Didn't really want to, but on principle, I wanted to prove that ghouls are worth the cost, so I paid him. Now I'm stuck selling this stuff. Good thing whatever they put in it to kill the radiation also undoes the radiation damage to ghoul physiology. Thus, Aquapura becomes Aquacura. I already told you, your Pipsqueak 2000 or whatever it's called is broken. There's nothing wrong with the water. I'd like to see you try and prove that. Rather than... Even if it were true, you need to get proof to convince my customers. My very loyal customers. They're already convinced. They already see the many benefits of the amazing Aquacura. Friends, have you stopped combing your hair? Afraid of pulling out the few remaining plugs? Oh, well, would you look at that? We got us a smooth-skinned visitor. Ooh-wee, we ain't seen one of your type in a long time. Smooth skin? You know, because your skin is so smooth and tasty. Relax, I'm just kidding. But I had you going, didn't I? Now tell me, how is it you ended up down here in Ghoul Central without knowing what a ghoul is? Huh? You know, never mind. I'm a ghoul. Everyone down here, ghouls. That's what we are. And before you ask, what's a ghoul? Let me tell you. We're not the Walking Dead, despite the rotten flesh and the smell. We're mutants. Sort of. At least I think we are. You're in Underworld, Smooth Skin. It's the only safe place for we ghouls in D.C. We're here out of sight and out of mind. The mutants leave us alone, and the slavers usually don't come this far into the city, so it's not bad. Really, the Brotherhood of Steel is the only thing we have to worry about. So long as we don't leave Underworld, that is. Bastards. They don't seem to be able to tell us apart from the super mutants. Or maybe they just don't care. They see us and shoot on sight. At least they have the common courtesy to miss most of the time. Still, bigots. That's right. As long as you don't bother us, we won't bother you. Feel free to come and go, trade, sleep, whatever. Just make sure that you leave whatever trouble is following you at the door, 'cause we don't want it. So enjoy your stay, Smoothskin. Enjoy your stay. Just try and keep from shooting up the place. We got a nice little deal going on down here. We'd like to keep it nice. Me? I keep every hunk of old rusted pre-war garbage around here in operating condition. We've got lights, water, and ventilation all running off the old crap they used to keep this place going for the tourists. I've managed to keep it going so far, but, well, I'm not sure how long I can keep it up. We've scavenged just about all the scrap metal from all the places we can safely get to. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Hell, not before long I'm gonna have to disassemble poor old Cerberus for parts. Hey, you get around, don't you? Tell you what, you bring me back any scrap metal you find out there, and I'll trade you whatever I can. We can work out a trade. We've got some stuff around here that we don't need, but a smooth skin like you might make use of it. Well, we got stim packs, but the doc keeps us healed up so we don't really need them. So I could trade one of those for 5 bits of scrap metal. We also got us a ton of Radaway and Radex. I mean, what good is it to us? But I'll trade you either one for 5 bits of scrap. Your choice. Well, all right. That's good to hear, stranger. Just come on back to me when you've gathered some scrap metal. You'll find it just about anywhere. On junked robots, in old buildings, you name it. We were driven underground, almost 50 years ago now. Between the super mutants, the beasts, and you crazy humans, it's not safe up there. So we stay down here, out of sight and out of trouble. We get a few smooth skins every so often, but most of us don't trust them. You're not gonna give us more reasons not to be trusting, are you? Let me know if you have any of that It's been a while. What have you been up to? Oh, why, hello there. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Quinn. Me? No, not at all. I'm used to your people. Truth is, I spend most of my time away from Underworld. You too, stranger. I know a lot of people around here don't take kindly to humans wandering around, but I've met a lot of your people in my travels. Yeah, just east of here. Bunch of guys with guns are holed up there. Bye. Don't even think of breaking into that.
We'll accept caps from anyone, even a human. Oh, a human. Well, hello. Welcome to Underworld Outfitters. It's been so long since I had a customer. Well, we spend it at Carol's or the Ninth Circle, but I don't like it there. The rest we give to Quinn to trade for stuff we need whenever he goes out. Well, yeah, there's a lot of old pamphlets and stuff down here. I've pretty much read it all. It used to be part of the Museum of History. The exhibit that used to be here was focused on what happens after death, hell and whatnot. A lot of it was focused on this old book called Paradise Lost. It's about a guy who goes to hell. Pretty interesting stuff. I found a big box of copies of the book in one of the back rooms. Here, take one. Nobody around here wants them. At first, it was just a couple people after the war. This was one of the only places that wasn't falling down or on fire after the bombs fell. I think that Carol is actually one of the few that were here then. But over the years, word got around. There had been ghouls living in little pockets all around. Not released so much anymore. Most of them either went feral or ended up here. I'm sure there are still a few out there. But anyone with any sense is in Underworld. Not really. The super mutants leave us alone. I guess whatever they do that turns people like them doesn't work on us. The Brotherhood of Steel will fire on us if we're out in the open, but they don't bother us down here. We've had some raiders and slavers poke their heads in, but we've got Charon and Cerberus and everyone else to take care of them. I guess when it comes down to it, being this far out of everyone's way is a good deal for us. Come back anytime. It's kinda lonely down here. Sure thing, human. Thanks.
Hi.
Evening. Not that you can really tell down
How you
here.
holding up? I'm doing all right. Just having a rough day,
You got something to say.
Huh? Ah! Jesus Christ! Don't sneak up on me like that. Last fella to do that damn near lost my arm. You're new here, yeah. You must be, since you're actually talking to me. I'm Patchwork. Or just Patches, if you like that. Shit. I forget. Why, yes. Yes, I am. And proud. Proud of it. I mean, if I weren't, I'd probably just spend a lot more time crying, you know? Here I am. Drunk. Falling apart. Literally. I lost my damn finger last week. Doc put it back on, though. Bless him. Yeah, it happens. A lot, actually. All the time. But I'm getting better. I think. Just keep an eye out for him. But not my eye. Those ain't never fallen out yet. Really? You're all right. You should buy me a drink sometime. Now, what were you saying? Why, you'll want to head on over to the Ninth Circle and talk to Mr. Azrakal. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the generators. I don't know where they are. You'll have to ask Winthrop. What can you tell me about... Wait, what? See you later. Hello. Oh, hey, look at that. A human. With hair. Hey, you think we can do something about that? Yeah, man. That's what I do. I cut hair. I know you look around here and there ain't a lot of work to show off, right? These corpses only got half a head of this stuff, so I never get a chance to work on a full head. Come on, no charge. Well, yeah. So, what else do I have to do except get high? You think that I need to be sober to cut a ghoul's hair? Half the work is cutting the skin off. These guys don't care how they look anyway. They just humor me. I prefer stylist myself, but whatever works for you. Everyone has a gift, you know? I used to live in Rivet City. Folks there had enough money for me to do okay. But after I, changed, no one would let me touch them. I ended up here. Of course, a ghoul with a barbershop makes about as much sense as a screen door on a submarine, so... fuck it. I just took up Jet. At least it passes the time, you know? Remember, no charge. Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Don't
I want to talk.
think of it.
What the hell did you wake me up for, Smooth Skin? What are you staring at? You think you'd never seen a ghoul up close before? Huh. Not sure I know anything of use, but I'll take that drink. That'll cost you 2 caps. It's a place for ghouls, not humans. We don't especially like humans. Serves him right. He won't be spreading lies about ghouls anymore. I'll take that key, and here are your caps. Don't keep me waiting. Why the hell did you wake me up?
To that. You gonna stare or you gonna order? Morning, hun, what will it be? To tell you the truth, hun, I don't really know much about it. All I know is that it used to be some sort of exhibit. Something about hell or the afterlife or something. Tulip knows that sort of stuff. Not like anyone around here ever buys anything from that shop of hers. If you're lucky, maybe it's gone rancid.
Hey, you. What's new?
Yeah, what is it? Oh my, someone new. I'm so sorry. You must think me terribly rude. Welcome to Carol's place. I'm Carol. It's not much I know, but it's mine. So if you need anything, just let me know. Greta will get you any food you want, and I handle the rooms. It's so good to have someone new here, especially a pretty young smooth skin like yourself. I hope you like it here. Gob? Yes, of course. He's my son. Well, not really. Not like you would think of a son. We ghouls don't really work like that, but I love him like he's my own. Do you know him? Have you seen him? Is he all right? That's terrible. But at least I know he's alive. So that's something. If you get up that way again, tell him that I said I miss him and that I love him. But he shouldn't try to escape. It's too dangerous. No, he should stay put where he is. I couldn't bear the thought of him getting hurt. That's right. Her and I have been together for, about 60 years now. But things haven't really been the same since Gob left. He was like a son to me. I think Greta was always a little jealous of him. Oh, that's such a long story. You couldn't possibly want to hear about that. Well, okay. But it's nothing special. I was born in 2051, so yes, that makes me a pre-war ghoul. I do. I was in a shelter with my father when the bombs hit. In DC, we had the luxury of getting a warning after the West Coast was gone. I was just a little girl then. We couldn't afford a space in one of the vaults. I remember filing down into that shelter, my father rushing me in. He stopped to help this one family. And I looked up and called his name. There was a flash of light brighter than anything you can imagine. I woke up a few hours later. The first thing I did was run up to where my father had been. He was gone. But the strangest thing, there was his shadow, burned into the wall, so crisp and clear, like he was standing next to me. The heat had burned it into the concrete. The city was on fire for weeks, maybe months, I don't know. I hid down here in the museum. It was the closest building to the shelter I was in. But I could hear what was happening above. People howling like animals, chaos, looting, killing. It's like every foul thing inside of them came out. It was a nightmare. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know how it happens. Dr. Burroughs says it was radiation. All I know is that people kept showing up here in the museum. After things calmed down above ground, we tried to live down here as best we could. After a while, things got strange. My skin started to get dry and flake off. Everyone's did. It took a while. Months, maybe a year. But sooner or later, everyone ended up like this. Some of them went crazy. Some of us just accepted it. After a while, other ghouls would find their way in here, and Underworld just sort of grew. No one bothered us down here. We were happy enough to leave them alone. And once my Greta showed up, it was a good enough life for me. You tell the same story for 200 years, you'll feel pretty uninteresting too. I've been here since we founded the town. Before that, well, life out in the wastes wasn't very pleasant for us. But so long as we stay down here, we can live our lives as people, not monsters. I think things are better this way for everyone. You're not bad for a human.
Take your shot.
Hey, what's up?
Talk to Azrakal. I said, talk to Azrakal. Talk to Azrakal. Talk to Azrakal. Well now, looky here. We got us a smooth skin that I ain't ever seen before. I'm Azrakal, and this is the Ninth Circle. Folks got problems, and I got liquor to sell them. Well, liquor and a few other pick-me-ups. You need anything, you just let me know. That's Sharon. Let's just say, well,
He's a loyal employee. Don't mess with me, and he won't mess with you. I hold his contract, which makes me his employer. He will do what I ask, when I ask, without question. You see, Sharon grew up around a very interesting group of individuals. Well, I guess you could say that they brainwashed him. He is absolutely loyal to whomever holds his contract. Unfailing, unflinching, until the day that employment ends. Don't get me wrong. I have no doubt that he holds no end of animosity towards me. But so long as he is my employee, he is as gentle as a teddy bear.
Until next time, this is Three Dog.
No, he is not. Ma'am, you insult me. I do not believe in slavery. It is an abomination. I am a firm believer in personal choice. To force another person into bondage is unthinkable. Chains are earned, never forced. Sharon made some choices that landed him in my employ. The matters of our contract is between him and I, no one else. His company is rather refreshing, isn't it? But don't mistake his brevity for stupidity. That would be very unwise. Underestimating an opponent has been the last mistake of far too many individuals throughout history. Watches over the bar, keeps the drunks in line. Pretty much, I point at something and Sharon hurts it. He's the best thug a corrupt bartender could ever ask for. He never bothers me with his own annoying sense of morality. Oh, would you now? He's a highly valuable asset to me and to the Ninth Circle. What did you have in mind? I suppose we could do that, although you might not like the deal that I have to offer. You see, I don't like competition. Not at all. It goes against every principle that I have as a businessman. So the fact that there is another source for booze in town troubles me. Greta, the waitress over at Carol's, I want you to kill her. I don't care how. Just make it quiet. Do it, and you can have Sharon's contract. Loyal employee that he is, Sharon would do it without question if I asked him to. However, the entire town would come down on me for it. Greta is quite popular around here. If Sharon is the one who kills her, everyone will know that it was me who ordered Greta's death. I need Sharon clearly visible and in public when Greta dies, so that I can fairly claim ignorance of the situation. I'm glad to hear it. Come back to me when she's dead, and Sharon's contract is all yours. A word of advice: be subtle. Open gunplay will only get the town to turn on you, and I will not be able to help you. Yeah, just east of here. Bunch of guys with guns are holed up there. Why, whatever do you mean? I'm a simple barkeep, nothing more. Ah, an educated consumer. It's the only place in the capital wasteland where my people can escape the misery of the world above. And that misery, well, it makes a man like me very happy and very, very wealthy. Feel free to lay your troubles at my doorstep. Just...
You got something to say? No. Go to... I... Hey.
Watch your step. Good. Sorry, I'm on a break. I'll be back in a bit if you need some food.
Oh, you...
Do you need a room? Oh, I just love to see you.
Hey. Watch yourself.
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any idea.
Dr. Barrows at your service. What brings you to the chop shop? Come to lend me a hand, I hope. I can always use fresh human samples. You haven't heard? I'm the foremost authority on ghoul evolution. I want to know what makes us tick. Something doomed us to this rotting form, and I aim to discover what it is. So, I need samples of human skin, organs, and other parts to make the experiments valid. Pity. Well then, what can I do for you? Later.
Diaz. Welcome to the chop shop. I'm Nurse Graves, Dr. Barrow's assistant. Don't let our place's name fool you. The doctor is very good with injuries, dismemberments, and trauma. If you require any stim packs or blood packs, let me know. Certainly we can help you. Please speak to Dr. Barrows. Oh, and we only take And how can we help you today? Poor girl. I didn't think she'd make it through the first night she was brought in here. Dr. Barrows has done everything in his power to keep her alive. The doctor is convinced that the key to curing our appearance is locked within the human body. When Riley was brought in here, he saw a chance to put that theory to the test. First and foremost on Dr. Barrow's mind is her health and well-being, I can assure you of that. So far, none of his conclusions are finalized, but the tests he's running are coming up quite positive. Oh, I shouldn't be telling you any of this. He's trying to come up with a cure. A way to stop the human-to-ghoul transition. Perhaps even one day to reverse it. Well, we're trying not to get too excited. Not only because we want to keep it quiet, but also because the experiments look so promising. For now, just please try and keep what I've told you quiet. No telling what reaction this could have if it got out. Yeah, see you.
I'm afraid she's going to be out for a while. She's not well at all. Don't worry, though. I'm sure the rest of Riley's rangers will show up soon and take her home. Oh, you must be new around here. They're a mercenary company that bases itself out of the DC ruins. I'm assuming she's their leader, Riley. What was left of her armor had her name stenciled on it. She was in a pretty bad way when they found her outside Underworld. Oh, very well. I'll do what I can. I just hope her body can withstand the strain. Humans are so fragile.
What? Where am I? What happened? How long have I been out? Right. Can't remember what I was doing. Wait! Oh, shit! My men! My team! What happened to them? That's not the way I do things. Do you have any idea what it would do to my reputation if word got around that Riley of Riley's Rangers was laid up in a hospital bed? You been stuck living in a vault the last decade or something? We're Guns for Hire, the best merc group in the Capital Wasteland. If you need something done in there, you seek us out. We were mapping the Vernon Square part of the downtown ruins and got jumped by a super mutant ambush party. Usually it isn't a problem, but this group was bigger than usual. We fought our way into Our Lady of Hope Hospital, hoping to find cover. You got it. More of the ugly bastards just kept coming. We fought our way to the roof and found a way across to the Statesman Hotel next door. The super mutants seemed driven, like they smelled blood. They kept following us. Once in the hotel, the only way to go was up. Very bad move, but we had no choice. On the way, we lost Theo, one of my guys. We were unable to get the ammo case off of his body as we were pushed onwards. So, guns almost dry, we hit the roof of the Statesman. Actually, we did lay down a bunch of countermeasures. I don't know how many of them have already gone off, though. When I slipped out with my stealth boy, I think I almost tripped one or two of them. Damn near didn't make it out of there at all, come to think of it. Get the Rangers home. Please. That's all I want. I don't care how you do it. Whew. I was holding my breath on that one, I think. I wasn't sure what you were going to say. All I ask is that you hurry. I don't know how much longer they will be able to survive up there. I also recommend you try and find the body of Theo, one of my men. He was carrying our main ammo supply. Here, let me punch the ammo box code and some better directions into your Pip-Boy there. We have a headquarters not far from here. If you can make it there, you're welcome to anything you need inside. Just punch in Riley 0247 at the gate. We have ammo, supplies, you name it. If I wasn't asking for your help, I'd tell you to stay away. It's thick with super mutants. I don't know why. Butcher, our team medic, has always suspected something's in the area they are looking for or being attracted to. The only place worse I can think of is the mall. Your best bet is to stay with the metro tunnels. Head north from here to Metro Central. Then look for the tunnels to the DuPont Circle Station. Exit from the DuPont Circle Station into what we call the dry sewers, and eventually you'll wind up in Our Lady of Hope Hospital. Not much, I'm afraid. Oh, wait. The hospital may have some supplies that will help you. We saw some storerooms on the way to the roof, but didn't have time to raid them. Okay, go ahead. We were mapping the Vernon Square part of the downtown ruins and got jumped by a super mutant ambush party. Usually it isn't a problem, but this group was bigger than usual. We fought our way into Our Lady of Hope Hospital, hoping to find cover. Eventually, the fight spilled into the Statesman Hotel, and we ran all the way to the roof. I left my guys up there and tried to stealth out, but got caught by a mutie ambush patrol. That was the last thing I remember. There's 5 of us. Oh, wait. 4 now. I almost forgot about Theo. Poor bastard. Besides myself, of course, we have Brick, our heavy weapons specialist, Butcher, our medic, and Donovan, our tech. All of them have been with me for years. I trust any of them with my life. Before I left, I gave them an order to keep broadcasting for help over their radio. Hopefully, when you get near their location, you'll pick it up. We lost him on one of the stairwells on the 2nd floor of the Statesman Hotel. He almost made it, but one of the muties hit us with a frag grenade. Blew him apart. If you can get to his ammo crate, there's a ton of rounds inside. Bring as many as you can to the Rangers. Okay, go ahead. Take it easy. I don't want to lose you too.
Yeah, what is it?
Hearing? Having trouble eavesdropping across the room? Scientific tests can